Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Right to the air is Willis. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder, because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Lance to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 54 yards. And the 49ers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Willis, and that'll be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down, it's Willis. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And Lance now to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Willis's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Willis will look to throw it. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Broncos are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one.
Ready, break.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Willis finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a second and long after the holding call. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite third and long on the horizon.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Here's Willis on third and long. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Going on fourth down, here's Willis. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Willis. This one swung out to Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Second down throw coming by Willis. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, third and goal. Willis on third and goal. Being chased out left. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Johnson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended. He's got a man, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Niners had 1-11 now on the year, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid. But this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Lance looking to throw it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a 1st down?
Ready. Black Ultimate.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down.
Striker, 3-3. Set, go. Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Clock, 10.
They'll run with Mitchell. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. From the gun, it's Lance. And he will find his man on the outside. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Ready. Drill 3.
Throwing now is Lance. The quick slant caught. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Here we go, set.
Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Willis. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Last play of the half, Willis. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The Lance going to throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Lance. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Willis now off of play action. he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Third down, it's Willis. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He's trying to get that to Brevin Jordan, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Willis now off play action. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jalen Waddle, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Broncos have retaken a third-quarter lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football?
Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 38, Willis. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action with Willis. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The 40, 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And a big turning point here in the 2nd half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On first down, Willis. He's got his man on the crossing route. Finding room at midfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last two snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
To throw again on second down. Willis. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Now Willis on first and 10. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Willis wants to pass it again. And he wisely will throw that one away.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Willis out of the gun. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Willis. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Denver. On the set.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. To throw, here's Willis. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Brevin Jordan, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
49ers 20.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly. And that's why they're able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
third down. Here's Williams. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Willis, fourth down here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Niners are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Once more with Mitchell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Strike, check, strike. Ultra, go ultra.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Right, 60.
Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he'll take this into the end zone for the San Francisco touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
That's caught. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Sliding out of the pocket. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. On the jet sweep, this is Marshall. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. Johnson's kick is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On the touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Willis. His throw incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Up the middle, it's Williams. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Denver, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's another week to forget as they're going to fall to 1-12 now on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.